Greetings, world. 'Tis I, Andrew, the bearded lady from the Hairy Game Lords, and for Zatu Games, I will be reviewing for you this Paris New Eden from Matago Games. What did I think of it? Find out. Come. Okay, so before I tell you my thoughts, my feelings, let's head over to the table and have a cheeky look at how we play Paris New Eden. So then, you've seen how to play. What are my thoughts? Well, I really like this game. Went down really well with the Hairy Game Lords, despite some people with feeling like, not sure about it. They, in the end, really enjoyed it. So you've got this kind of post-apocalyptic feel to the game. A catastrophe has happened in Paris, and nature has taken over. And so you are taking on these different citizens or workers or refugees, if you will, that are in the city and are there to help you rebuild Paris. I really like the artwork. It's nice and colourful, which initially was a bit of a turn-off for Dave the Grey, but the gameplay itself swung him round very quickly. I really like the idea that you are drafting the different dice, and I really like the way that the dice are then workers for an immediate effect, but then they go away. What you're wanting to do is, at the train station, get yourself workers from there, which will then again help you in that build, winning the most of whatever population variety that you need to then build your buildings and score those, well, much needed victory points. The components in this game are really nice. All of the punchboard material is a good thickness. The dice are really nice, good weight, but really colourful and lovely. The artwork is brilliant. I really like the way that the tiles with the workers on have initially what is on the dice, that kind of stylized picture of the worker on the dice, but then once you've used them, you flip it over to that kind of grittier, comic kind of artwork of the person or peoples that are there. And I like the way that they're different as well. There's different characters within that. So it isn't just one standard kind of medic, but there are different nationalities that make up the medics, as well as the brawlers, as well as the sages, the farmers, even those much needed wilds that soon become slackers. So the look on the table is really pleasing to the eye. It's certainly a big board and it does fill the table, but it has that real kind of presence there. I like the way that there's competition in this game, and there are elements where you can really stitch up your opponents. Maybe in that section where you go over and you turn over one of those end of level scoring goal sort of mission things, knowing full well that, hey, you don't have enough brawlers, but your opponent has, and they can score quite a lot of points if that goal is still available. So what did you do? Well, of course, you go over there first, and although you are only getting a dice, you are stopping them from getting points. The rulebook is really nice and simple. There's lots of pictures in there and it's really easy to read through. It just makes sense as you go through it. And actually to teach this game is really easy. Once you get over that initial, hey, this is what this location does and this location, people get it, pick it up and run with it really quickly. The game doesn't feel like it outstays its welcome on the table and is one which has a lot of replayability. We Hairy Game Lords, when we played this, were instantly like, oh, next time we play this I'm going to do try out this strategy. I'm going to do this. I'm maybe going to focus more on some different things. Those tinkers, ooh, a little tinker. They can be very difficult to find. I don't think there are very many of the tinker little tiles. And of course, if in a situation where the dice roll is not in your favour, you can go through a game where there may not be any tinkers in that round, which therefore means that those brilliant tinker constructions that can give you a hand up, a bonus that can be played out throughout the rest of the game, you might not be able to get them in one round, one season of the game. Player board's really nice. I like the way that you fit the dice in. There's no way if you were to knock the table or even just to swipe across your player board when stretching across the table, you're not going to upset any of that. Those dice, when they are in those holes, ain't going anywhere. Very nice. Like that a lot. Basically, can I say anything more? No, this game it's a solid game. It's good fun. And I recommend getting it. Check it out. Ovs rocking out a Zatu price. Get involved, people. Do it.